One. And a very good afternoon. I'm Richard Quest in Lagos, Nigeria, and to be more precise, today I'm at Terrakulture, which is one of the, if not the, well, arts, restaurants and fashionable places to be. The issue that we are debating today, as I've been in Nigeria for several days, and the first thing that everybody always asks me, have you tried jollof rice? What do you think of jollof rice? Have you seen jollof rice? So what is this mythical jollof rice? Is it a risotto? Is it some creme de la creme? Is it a magnificent foie gras with truffle oil? Jollof rice. Joining me. And you are?
Well, I'm Austin Peters. I'm the owner of Terrakulture.
First of all, before we debate the merits of jollof rice, tell me about Terrakulture.
Well, Terrakulture, like you mentioned, is like the premier art center in Lagos. We have a restaurant, a gallery, a bookstore, and we do theatrical performances. So we're sort of like...
What sort of theatrical performances? I mean, do you do traditional performances? Do you do to be or not to be? That is the question. What sort of question? What sort of...
A combination of both. Well,
right.
We're more contemporary than we are traditional. We're one of the first Nigerian productions to go to London's West End. We showcase one of our...
Is it very artsy, the sort of thing I'd look at and wonder what's going on the stage? Absolutely. People pretending to be a rock?
No. We're real. You will love it. It's your kind of thing, I can tell. You'll love it. It's fashionable, it's fun, it's very contemporary, and it's very relevant to what goes on in Nigeria's society.
There are many... We're going to get to jollof rice in just a moment. By the way, you can send me questions. I will answer all the questions, or we'll try. The myths and misconceptions about Nigeria are what?
The first thing is people think that we're very aggressive, but we're not. We just know what we want and what we like, and we tell people as it is.
Isn't that a fine dividing line?
No, it's not.
I mean, you're being direct.
Across, and we don't suffer fools gladly as Nigerians. That's who we are. That's the first thing about Nigerians. Second is that we're very entrepreneurial. As you can see, most of us here own our own businesses, and we cannot like thrive in spite of the circumstances and the things around us as a society.
I mean, that's the fascinating part about Nigeria. You thrive in spite of the fact. One of the biggest problems is power, which frequently goes off. All of a sudden the electricity will fail. Let's put it this way, business practices by government might not always be as state of the art as they should be. And frankly, taxation is difficult and it's pretty hard for you.
Absolutely. I mean, as a business owner, the major challenge is power, like you mentioned. If you look around you, you'll see we have close to 3 generators. To generate power, to have constant electricity here costs so much. Because
you have to, every business, every apartment building, pretty much every private house will have their own private diesel generator. Now, diesel, of course, has to be paid for, and that's a big expense, is it not?
Absolutely. Right. It takes a lot out of our profit. That's a reality that we deal with as Nigerians. But you know, in spite of it, we thrive, we strive, and we get along with the business.
We strive,
we thrive, and we get along with the business.
We thrive, we strive, and we get along with the business. And now to the serious business of jollof rice. All right, tell me, this is jollof rice. Explain what it is.
Jollof rice is rice, like you said, almost like a risotto, but not as mushy. It's rice put in tomato sauce with spice and curry, thyme. It's really lovely, like you can, and then you have that wooden, lovely burnt taste coming through. That requires serious expertise to get that flavor. And I see you've enjoyed it so much today. That's your second plate, right?
But which is better? let's be downright troublemaker here. You want to really start a riot in Nigeria. You want to absolutely pour petrol on the flames. I hear, Bola, I hear that Ghanaian jollof rice might be better than Nigerian jollof rice?
Of course not. How dare you say that? Nigerian jollof rice is supreme. It's high end. It's premium quality. Ghanaians, like they are younger brothers. They're they're little. Yeah, that's who we are. We are the ultimate Africans. So the jollof rice.
What did you? Hang on. What did you just say?
Ultimate. If you talk about Africans, we are the leaders. So we lead in everything, inclusive of jollof rice. So anybody who wants to eat jollof rice, you come to Nigeria, you get the authentic, the real McCoy. This is where you get it.
But hang on, I'm going to be highly controversial here.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's rice. It's rice with tomato and spices. Now, it tastes very nice, and it's got a certain jollofness about it, but it's rice.
Absolutely. It is rice, but rice with a fine touch, with a touch of excellence and style. And that's why you have that burnt taste that you can never get anywhere else, even in Ghana.
That burnt taste to which she refers is the overbearing spices that knock your socks off because it's so powerful.
On the contrary, that taste that you get is that finery. When you talk about fine wine, fine dining, that is what we talk about when we talk about fine jollof rice. You can only get that taste in specific places like Terrakulture.
It's rice with tomato sauce and spices. Here's some questions. Oh, this is a good one. Who here speaks pidgin? Come here. Do you speak pidgin?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
No, let somebody else do.
All right, move over. Come on. What's your name? Speak up loudly. Speak
Lucky.
from here, come on.
Lucky.
What?
Lucky.
Okay, lucky guys.
I've got to learn a phrase in pidgin. So I'm going to say, I have had my first bowl of jollof rice in Nigeria, and it tasted very good. What's that in pidgin?
I just finished my first plate of rice and it's sweet well. I just finished my first plate of rice.
I just finished my first plate of rice.
And it makes sense well.
And
It makes sense.
And it makes sense well.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right, so let's try another one. Oh, you don't speak pidgin. Get out of here. Let's have another pidgin speaker. There we go. He didn't speak pidgin. The only pigeon he saw was flying outside. All right, hello.
Hi.
Jollof rice in Nigeria is very good. I have enjoyed it. What's that in pidgin?
Jollof rice for Nigeria now. Ogbonge jollof rice. I summer and well. Wella. You know well, you say wella in pidgin.
Say that again. Jollof. So, okay, let's try something simple. I am enjoying my bowl of jollof rice.
I dey gbadun my bowl. I dey gbadun my plate of ogbonge jollof rice. I dey
Badu
my
plate
of
ogbonge
jollof rice.
Jollof rice.
Super.
All right, next question. What is my perception of Lagos compared to other places I have been? Interesting. It's very great. It's a great place. I've been here before. The roads are somewhat chaotic. Everything sort of works eventually, but the warmth of the people is absolutely outstanding. I mean, that is the phenomenal thing. I think, look, does everything work like a well-functioning city? Of course not. Does the power fail? Absolutely.
Yes.
But there's no question, as a warmth and a welcome, it's brilliant. Now, here we go. Oh. So a question here. Is it true Richard Q is gay? Just Google it. It's a well-known fact. It ain't a secret. What am I doing in Nigeria? what am I doing in Nigeria? I am visiting here because we're making CNN Business Traveller. We are also doing, what is it? We're doing CNN Business Traveller, we're doing Quest Express, and we are doing Quest Means Business live from Nigeria. It's going to be a very busy few days. Any more questions? That's it? Right.
Lovely.
There we wrap it up. Jollof rice. I leave you with the sound and the sight of jollof rice. Remember, it is rice in tomato sauce with spices. What's that is jollof rice. How do I say thank you and good night in Pidgin?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Atankuna.
And good night. Good night.